Samantha. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright.
The first thing I wanted to talk to you about is if anything happened with you since the last time we spoke. Last time you were here was last Wednesday, so that's 6 days. Wanted to know if anything happened with you at home or at work that you want to talk about.
Well, I got into an argument with one of my sisters, and I still think that she's upset with me. I didn't have enough time to go see my mother and father, and she made me feel really awful about it.
I want you to go in more depth about the argument you had with your sister.
Well, usually in the evenings after I get off work, I go and visit with my parents, and sometimes I have time to cook and clean up around the house. But this particular time, I just came in and I was just to check on them. And at that exact moment, my sister came in and she started to get after me. She really yelled at me and said, well, your parents are hungry too, why don't you cook for them, and it's filthy in here. And that, made me feel really bad because, I have my things that I have to do and my kids to get home to. And, when I can, I really try to help out my father and my mother. And it seems that just Gloria is just, it seems like she's just being mean to me. Like, usually if that were to happen, she'd come in and she'd say, oh, well, what didn't you get finished? And then let her know, and she'd take over. But now it's just like, it feels like she's trying to guilt trip me and taking care of my parents because of them. It's not a good feeling to have your sister say these things to you.
So you think that she is still upset about the money that was taken from your father's account?
It feels like she's trying to make me earn it back, is what it feels like. It's like because of the money it took, she expects me to do everything and be over there constantly. And yeah, I understand that I made a mistake, but I can't. I wish I could, cook and clean to pay off my mother and father, but I can't. I still have my kids to take care of, and I still have my job, and I'm really, really trying to work with them, work with her.
How do you feel about discussing your counseling sessions, these sessions with your sister?
I'm a little scared. She doesn't know, like I said, she doesn't know that I'm taking them. And I feel like, yeah, I'm scared, but I feel that once I tell her about it, she may, let up a little bit. She knows about my gambling problem. That's the reason why she thinks I took the money, and it is. But I think if she knows that I'm trying to solve what's wrong with me, she'll act the same way that she used to, not be so hurtful, not be so mean to me.
Okay, I agree. I think you should let your sister know that you are working on your problem and that there's several things that contribute to your gambling addiction, and that you really need her support in order to get the help you need and get this gambling problem under control.
My mother and father know about my counseling, and I don't think that they necessarily tell my sister everything. So I think it would be good if I told my sister everything.
Okay. I think that would be a good idea for you to talk to her. Let her know that you're trying to work on the issue. And I think she should really be happy that you're trying to address your gambling problem. Okay, anything else?
The last time I was here, you suggested that I go work out. So I didn't necessarily go and do like I said I would and go and sign up at the fitness center. I actually just walked. I walked for 30 minutes, or I try to walk for 30 minutes each day.
Good, that sounds good. I
also try to bring my kids along too.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna touch on. This is your fourth session, and I wanted to just do a summary of the past 3 sessions that we have been talking. And the first 3 sessions, we discovered a few things. One of the things that we discovered was that you're still in mourning about your husband who had passed away in a car accident. And the main issue with that is that you're Native American, and it's hard for Native Americans to speak of death and people that have passed on. And I know you wanted to bring that up. How do you feel about that situation and what we've discussed so far about it?
I hate to think that my husband is the reason why I've been gambling so much. I think it's like I feel like it's solely my fault, but talking about my husband's death has put things in a lot of perspective. I really didn't think that my gambling addiction had anything to do with my husband's death.
Okay. The next thing that we touched on was that your gambling is associated with just being lonely, with your husband gone, and your children being young. You don't feel that you have anyone to turn to. So you made friends at the casino. You have your friend Annie that you always turn to, and she goes to the casino as well.
She called me this past week, and I felt the urge to go to the casino again. But like we talked about the last time, I really want to try and work towards going on vacation with my family, and my 2 kids, and possibly my parents. But I guess I struggle a little bit. There's that want to go to the casino, but I feel like I'm working towards a goal, and that's what I need to be doing.
Yeah, and then the third thing was that we talked about was spending more time with your family, which sounds like you're working on. I think getting involved with your children and spending more time with them would keep you away from the casino, and that sounds like it's going pretty good. What about your vacation that you said you were going to plan?
Well, I originally thought about going to California. Like I have been looking into rooms, and it does seem pretty expensive, but considering, how much I put in the casino, it's not that much.
Yeah, well, I want you to continue to look into that, because I think a getaway with your family, even just your kids, even just, a little vacation would be good. And then the last thing that we discussed was Gamblers Anonymous. I don't know, I didn't ask you to go, but I did mention it, and I wanted to follow through and see if you checked on it, looked at it online, just...
I was curious about it. I'm a little afraid to, jump right in and go to a meeting, but, I'm thinking about it still. I'm a little not sure yet if I want to go.
Okay. Samantha, you also mentioned that you were interested in cosmetology and looking into some classes at the local university.
Yeah, I took a 1 credit class for, it's a Mary Kay class, and I really enjoyed it. Like, they had, free makeup samples, and I took my youngest daughter there, and she had the best time. And, it was not that expensive to go. I think it was $20 for me and her, altogether $40. And she had a ball. Her eyes lit up when she put on the makeup, and she was getting to that age where she, can wear makeup, and I'm pretty excited. time with my family was a little, it was more important. Like, I never would have gone to do that if I was at the casino. I can't take my daughter to the casino.
Yeah, well, that sounds like you're working on everything. I want you to keep up the work. I don't necessarily want you to go to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting, but I would like you to get on the website and look over, some of the stories, of other gamblers and how you can relate, and, come in next session and we can discuss some of the similarities you have with the other gamblers, and then we'll, have a discussion about